recruiting tale. First down, Hakeem Beamon, defensive lineman from Virginia.
Right.
Virginia is a kind of a key here. 6'4", about 250 pounds. What do you like about him? And are you surprised Penn State was going to get him, or do you think he was going to be one of their guys?
Yeah, you know, Bob, one of the things that stuck out most was the fact that when he was still committed to North Carolina as long ago as January, February, March, and when he finally decommitted, he was still visiting Penn State.
Yeah.
I believe he made it to a game last year as well. So and not that Penn State was the only school that he was visiting, but it doesn't appear that he went anywhere more than Penn State. So they're always trending the right way. He's a guy that could be a defensive end or a defensive tackle. I think you maybe worry a little bit that he gets stuck in that tweener kind of mode, but we've seen with Sean Spencer and Brent Pry, they can take those guys, and even if they aren't exactly big enough to be a surefire tackle, or maybe not as long as maybe they'd like to be a defensive end, they find a way to use them. So really talented kid. I think a 4-star is accurate rating for him, and when you look at where Penn State is at in the defensive line in this class, he's about as good of a start to the class as I think they were going to have. So top-notch get. And then Virginia, you're right. I mean, they keep taking in more and more good players out of there. Devin Ford, rather, in this class as well. You know, Ricky Slade in the class before. So, I mean, it's
Brandon
been
Smith.
Brandon Smith.
Yep.
Yeah, how could you forget him, of course. So it's been about as good of a start in that, you know, in Virginia as Penn State's maybe ever had.
Why do you think they've been able to? I mean, they're destroying the competition.
Right.
I mean, Virginia Tech, Virginia, I mean, why have they been able? Who is kind of spearheading all the success in Virginia?
Yeah, I mean, one of the interesting things is that when you look at who's Penn State's sort of main recruiters have been in Virginia, it was Josh Gaddis and Charles Huff a lot of the time, and neither one of those guys are here. And yet Penn State has arguably its best haul of Virginia talent. And of course, you guys still have to sign. There's no reason to think they won't. But, I mean, they have as good a talent out of the state as maybe they've ever had, or at least in quantity and certainly quality as well. So I think it was just long-standing relationships. I think that, you know, James Franklin, Brent Pry, and then Ricky Ronnie all obviously have made connections with these kids. It doesn't help, or doesn't hurt rather, on the Devin Ford front that he had his teammate Nittany Lions already coming to campus. He'll get here with the rest of the freshman class at the end of the month. So I think you put all those things together, combined with it, you know, it's not that Virginia Tech and West Virginia and Virginia and North Carolina have been killing it on the field, so you maybe don't have as many regional foes as you usually do, but for all these guys, they had options all over the country. It wasn't just the Tidewater teams that they had to deal with. So I think they've just really quickly acclimated themselves with these guys, and it's been a good run.
Oh, by the way, we should probably mention that Trace McSorley played football in Virginia.
Never heard of him.
And he's only the Heisman Trophy front runner as we talk about this.
Right.
Second